Hello and welcome. So today for my eye makeup, I will be using the new Natasha Denona Glam palette. If you would like to see me use this palette, then please keep on watching. Thank you. As you can tell, I already did my eyebrows. I like doing them off camera because it takes forever and we ain't got no time for that. To prepare my eyelids, like prime and set, I will be using my Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS in Ginger and the Fit Me Powder by Maybelline in the shade Translucent. Take a fluffy brush and just really go ham with this powder. All right, the eyelids are prepared and we get to play with the Glam palette. Yay. So before I start, just so you get an idea, the very interesting part about this Glam palette is that the names of the shades are the suggestions of where you should place the eyeshadows. For example, center eyelid, outer eyelid, inner corner, crease, transition. And then right here you have the same center eyelid, inner corner, a shade for the lash line, blending shades, smoking out shades, center eyelid, outer eyelid, center eyelid, outer eyelid, and the brow bone. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to follow kind of the directions that the palette is giving me, you know? I am going to do a second eye look. It's going to be a separate video, but I do want to kind of go very, very dark with this palette. I want to see how dark I can go using this palette, so stay tuned for that because that will be a separate video using the Glam palette. I will get some of the shade Crease onto a Luxe Soft Crease Brush by Zoeva and just work that into my crease. Before I blend, I always tap it onto my lid first. That kind of helps me with the placement of the eyeshadow, always. It's my dog. I'm going to apply some more of that crease color and kind of build up the intensity. So for the next shade, I'm gonna take a clean-ish crease brush and go into Smoke. So I'm gonna take that Smoke and just roughly blend that into my crease in like a C shape. Just right here. And then whatever is remaining, I'm just gonna drag that towards the middle / beginning of my eye. So next, with a Morphe M513 brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Blend. And I'm just gonna place that right in between those two colors. I just wanna see what this shade does, to be honest. Very curious of this shade. And I'm just gonna place it right in between those two colors. Just really, just like a little bit. Like that. Before I continue, I'm going to take a clean, fluffy brush and get some of that shade Transition. Just a little bit. And feather the top of my eye out. I forgot to do that part. Just very, very lightly. That's usually something I only do with translucent powder or a clean brush. But since the shade says Transition and it's available in the palette, I'm trying it out. And now the fun part, the shimmers, and I'm trying to figure out with what combination I should go with. Let me start off with this one right here, the inner corner, that one right here. I'm going to take a small Morphe M506 brush and pick some of that up and put it in my inner, in my inner corner. Hold on, wait a minute. With inner corner, I think they mean this part, but I'm just gonna put it on my inner lid. So what? I'm gonna pull this up. This is amazing, by the way. You can basically create cut creases without any concealer. Now, that is amazing. That is pretty cool. Taking a clean Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to pick up this color right underneath the inner corner, which is called outer corner, and place that on my outer corner right here. I am so happy, by the way, that I have purchased this palette. I was very unsure if I should because I do possess a lot of palettes, but I only like buying makeup that I know I will definitely use. My biggest pet peeve is having makeup that is just lying around and I have no use for it, aka a waste of my damn money. So this puppy right here is $65 and I was kind of unsure, but it has a whole lot of colors that I do not possess in my collection and I'm very happy about this purchase. I would like to put that out there. I really would like to. It's like a PSA. So next I'm going to be taking the shade Center Eyelid with the same brush I just used and place that in the center of my eyelid and kind of just swirl that around. Very simple. So next for eyeliner, I will be trying the lash line powder. For that, I'm using a Zoeva brow line brush, but I always use this for my eyeliner. So let's give this a try and see how good it is. As always, I'm just stamping it before I do anything else, just to get the shape that I want, or the shape I'm trying to achieve, because even though I'm trying to achieve something here, sometimes it does not work out. It does have quite some fallout, so it's good to do that before your concealer and foundation, etc. Like eyeshadow my eyeball. Okay, my eyeliner is on there. I will wipe the fallout eyeshadow from under my cheeks and apply my wispies onto my lashes, and I will be right back. So the lashes are applied and I cleaned up under my eyes, and next I'm going to take my favorite concealer, which is the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and start concealing under my eyes. Before I take my damp beauty sponge, I like to take a fluffy concealer brush and really work the concealer into my skin. I feel like that makes the application, I hate to say more natural, but kind of more flawless. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques beauty sponge and just lightly bounce all over my concealed area. At this point, you are already aware that I have not applied any foundation onto my face. I usually do not wear foundation, hardly. I don't mind my makeup not looking flawless, so before I set my under eye area, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in the shade Chocolate and start contouring and bronzing my face, like so. I'm gonna go over this one more time just to kind of blend everything together. I'm gonna grab my Maybelline Fit Me powder in translucent. And the next, for bronzing and warming up my face, I'm going to take my Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light in the shade Ambient, A-M-B-I-E-N-T. I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics, really old, super old brush. And then just roughly warm up everything around this area. Ooh. So since I'm already doing the face construction thingamajig, I'm just gonna move on to my blush, which I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta, oh she's different, powder and cream blush combo, which looks like this. This brush right here is kind of huge, but I don't have a clean fluffy brush right now, so I'm just gonna be using this one. Take some of the powder and I kind of stamp some off onto my hand, and then I apply it to the apples of my cheek. Is this even? I'm just gonna tap some onto my forehead and some here. Next, I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and take some of the cream product and tap that also off on the back of my hand. And then, there's a hair. And then I bounce that over that. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Glossier Night Shine highlight. And just pop that right up there. So I'm done with my face, and I'm finally going to resume with the eyes. For my under eye area, I'm going to use the crease shade mixed with the smoke shade and just blend that color right under my eye. I'm going to be using a brown Wet n Wild kohl eyeliner to line my lash line. Next, I'm going to be taking a Zoeva pencil brush, and I'm going to take some of the shade Lash Line, just a little bit, and I'm going to very, very, very lightly smoke out the outer part of my under eye area. Next, I'm going to take my Glossier mascara and apply a coat onto my under eye lashes. Next, I'm going to take some of my cream bronzer from Fenty and very, very, very lightly contour my nose. I really have a love-hate relationship with this part of my makeup routine. I don't like doing it. I kind of suck at it most of the time, but I don't want to be without it. Into a brush, I'm going to take some of this concealer and very lightly line that and then bounce over that. I'm going to give my face a nice little spritz with my Honest Hydration Mist, which is almost empty. Okay, yeah, I just got spat on. This is empty. To speed up the drying process, my trusty fan. For lips, I want to keep it kind of neutral and just concentrate on the eyes. So I'm just going to use a lip gloss, which is the Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate lip gloss. And it's a really gorgeous shade, and I love it. I hope you liked my little mini tutorial introducing the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and I'm definitely going to come back with a second look using this palette, a more darker and dramatic look, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you really soon. Thanks for watching.